A delivery girl comes running down the street when suddenly her foot hits a man standing nearby. She immediately stops and says, "I'm so sorry." But then she notices something strange. The man is unconscious. Without wasting another second, she rushes toward him and tries to wake him up. She checks his clothes and then notices a bag lying beside him. She quickly opens it, hoping to find something that might help. A young man and a woman standing nearby have been watching everything for quite some time. Instead of helping, they start judging her. The woman says, "What a shameful world this is. People take advantage of situations like this." The young man starts taking pictures of the delivery girl and says, "She looks suspicious. She's going to have to answer for this." They take a few more pictures and then walk away. The delivery girl doesn't even notice them. She quickly takes a tablet from the bag and puts it into the unconscious man's mouth. A few moments later, the man slowly opens his eyes. He is finally conscious again. The girl looks up and thanks God. The man, Mr. Chips, looks at her and says, "Thank you so much for helping me." She immediately replies, No, please don't thank me. I was only doing my duty." Then she looks at the time and says, "I'm sorry, but I'm already late." She picks up her things and quickly runs away, but she has no idea what is about to happen. The pictures taken by those people quickly spread around the entire office. A young man and woman are looking at the pictures and talking about her when, by coincidence, the manager also sees them. The pictures make it look as if the delivery girl was stealing from the unconscious man. The two employees immediately tell the manager, "Look at this. The delivery girl who comes to our office is doing things like this. She is stealing from people." The manager becomes furious. A little later, the delivery girl enters the manager's office. She politely says, "I'm sorry, sir. I got a little late today." The manager looks at her angrily and says, "From now on, you don't need to come here anymore." The girl is shocked. "What? Sir, what are you saying?" The manager angrily shows her the pictures. "After seeing what you did, what explanation do you have now?" The girl looks at the pictures and is completely stunned. She immediately says, "Sir, I swear I didn't steal anything. I was only trying to help that man. He was unconscious." But the manager doesn't believe a single word she says. Instead, he starts insulting her. He mocks her appearance and even makes cruel comments about her poverty. Then he says, "I'm not only firing you from this job, I will also do everything I can to make sure a thief like you goes to jail for at least 10 years. The poor girl desperately tries to explain herself. "Sir, please believe me. I didn't do anything wrong." But the arrogant manager cuts her off. "I told you to leave. What are you still doing here?" The girl can no longer hold back her tears. Heartbroken and humiliated, she walks out of the office. She stands outside, crying helplessly. Then suddenly, a message appears on her phone. "You have been terminated from your job." She looks at the message and breaks down completely. She sits outside the office and starts crying uncontrollably. If you think she deserves a chance to explain herself, like this story and follow for the next part. Just then, Mr. Chips notices her. He walks toward her and gently places his hand on her shoulder. The girl looks up in shock. "Mr. Chips?" He doesn't say much. He simply tells her, "Come with me." He takes her into his office. Still crying, the girl tells him everything. She explains how she was falsely accused, how people destroyed her reputation, how she lost her job, and how the manager even threatened to send her to the police. She wipes away her tears and says, "I'm educated, but I couldn't find another job. Because of my financial situation, I had no choice but to work as a delivery girl." Mr. Chips listens to everything. His face becomes serious. Then suddenly, he takes out his phone. He makes a call and says angrily, "Fire the manager of our company immediately." Everyone in the room becomes silent. Mr. Chips continues, "How dare she destroy someone's character without even knowing the truth? Who gave her the right to judge this girl?" The delivery girl is still crying. Mr. Chips looks at her and says gently, "Don't worry, I promise you. You will not face this injustice alone." The girl lowers her head and thanks him through her tears. Then Mr. Chips says something that completely changes her life. "You shouldn't be sad about losing that delivery job." She looks at him. He continues, "Because I'm going to give you a much better position in my office." The girl is speechless. Mr. Chips smiles and says, "Sometimes what looks like the end of our journey is actually the beginning of something much better." He continues, "You should understand that perhaps God had something much better planned for you. Maybe losing that job was simply the path that brought you here." The girl slowly nods her head. And sometimes, the things that happen in our lives are not meant to break us. They are meant to rebuild us. They close one door so that a better one can open. And sometimes, the most painful chapter of our life becomes the beginning of our most beautiful story. What do you think about this story? Do you think Mr. Chips did the right thing by giving her a second chance? Share your opinion in the comments, like the story, and follow for more emotional stories. Thank you for watching.